And one of the things I think her fans are concerned about is her health. Are you concerned at all about her mental health?
In regards to Wendy's health, I'm not going to say that I'm concerned as if I'm worried about her.
So wait, how often do you talk to Kevin?
Whenever I want to.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sometimes he's got terrible things to say.
Wendy and her son, to my knowledge, have a good relationship. I've heard gripes, but that's natural. She loves him. She cares about her son. And he loves his mom too.
Tell me about those doctor's visits and what you learned.
And if I'm just taking her to appointments and things like that, I was able to really learn more about things going on with my mother internally. They basically said that because she was drinking so much, it was starting to affect her headspace and her brain. So I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia. Yeah.
There was a time where you came out and said that Wendy did not have dementia. You basically call that back, saying that something's going on.
I didn't believe she did. I wasn't aware of that.
Hi, Dad.
I'm not going to speak on anything that I don't see or that I don't know factually.
Yeah. So, Kevin, I'm so glad you're here. Really?
As long as she has people around who are yes people, the same thing is always going to occur where she would ultimately just find any excuse to be by herself so she can get back to drinking.
Some people over there at Wendy house ain't telling the truth. All right. Listen, y'all. None of what's circulating about Wendy right now is the truth. None of it is the truth. All right. Now, Wells Fargo got her money all sold up or whatever the case may be. Lymphedema, your legs ain't swollen up that bad that you can't sit your ass on that damn purple chair. Then it was an early onset dementia. I don't know, and I ain't got no Miss Cleo running through my DNA, but I always speculated that Whitney had got back on that stuff.
I don't even know what's going on with Wendy. I don't know if most or 80% is attributed to alcohol, or if majority is attributed to some type of mental decline that she cannot control, or some type of cognitive decline that she cannot control. This whole story about dementia looks like it might have came solely from Kevin, who was her medical proxy at the time. Kevin Jr., as in Kevin Jr., her son. It seems like when he was her medical proxy, he was going to appointments with her. And upon going to these appointments, it seems like he heard or was told by one of the doctors, allegedly, that she has dementia, which is caused by excessive alcohol consumption. And the way the news would have gotten this is because, oh Lord, the way that I'm moving the camera, the way the news would have gotten this is because this documentary was able to be purchased on DVD by some link that Lifetime was promoting. So people were able, a lot of Hollywood Reporter, a lot of News, The Sun, and a lot of people, Daily Mail, a lot of news organizations purchased the DVD to see this ahead of time. Not only that, they probably went to the premiere of it, or was given, because it probably wasn't a premiere, it probably was given a early release to some news organizations so that they were able to, do reviews and promote it properly. I don't know, or maybe this news was released to them just to promote the show or the documentary, the docu-series. But it seems like this news came solely from Kevin by way of being at an appointment with his mom, those two only. And nobody else in the family knows this to be a fact besides Kevin Jr. telling them this information.
In the fall of 2021, why did your mom come to Florida?
My mom came to Florida because we felt as though that her being close to the family would be a huge help.
Tell me about those doctor's visits and what you learned.
And if I'm just taking her to appointments and things like that, I was able to really learn more about things going on with my mother internally. They basically said that because she was drinking so much, it was starting to affect her headspace and her brain. So I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia. Yeah.
And Will, who we will talk about in a few minutes, Will, it seems like he knows a lot about things, but he keeps his mouth shut a lot about it. And speaking of Will and Kevin does not think Will, in Kevin's word, he believes, in Kevin's own words, he believes Will is a jewel. Now, saying that, I will say that Will is Wendy's second guardian, if you will. There's a guardian appointed by the courts who if let me tell it, Wendy was able to say who she wanted to be her guardian, who she trusted most, or somebody was there to get this information from Wendy. And it seems as if this person doesn't want to be known or noticed to anybody because she doesn't want to be taunted or bothered or by her fans or anything like that. Or maybe the courts appointed some governmental worker who is getting paid by the state of New York to be a guardian for this adult. But to me, it's giving that she was able to choose who she wanted her guardian to be. And if not, she was able to choose who she wants to be around her, because Will is somebody who she met from the nightlife.
Some people over there at Wendy house ain't telling the truth. All right. Listen, y'all. And listen to me good. None of what's circulating about Wendy right now is the truth. None of it is the truth. All right. Now, Wells Fargo got her money all sold up or whatever the case may be. The lymphedema, your legs ain't swollen up that bad that you can't sit your ass on that damn purple chair. Then it was the early onset dementia. I don't know. And I ain't got no Miss Cleo running through my DNA, but I always speculated that Wendy had got back on that stuff.
Zanotti was put on Wendy's team as her publicist after that situation by Wendy's attorney. So since Wendy's oh Jesus, she just showed her feet. My God, they look horrible. But Sean Zanotti is here, and Sean Zanotti is actually not a life coach. He's not a manager or anything. So she is having drinks with Wendy, and Wendy also said that Will has drinks and everybody around her has drinks, so why can't she?
So while you look at that, can I ask you a question about liquor?
Every day that I come here, I look for alcohol, just in case.
Where's the place you found it before?
I found it like in the bathroom, under the bathroom cabinets, sometimes in closets. I just find it and pour it out, to be honest.
Liquor. Why do you like liquor? Like, why do you like to drink?
Because I can.
When you have a drink, like, did you just have it just to have it, or is it because you're stressed out, or you're bored, or what?
No, just because I care for it.
I have to tell you, you know I've been dealing with issues with addiction, alcoholism, and I have a whole new life that I plan for myself and my son.
And I've always been bored. And Will stole my Kettle One. How dare you? I own this apartment.
We should just cut this for a second.
I'm calling Will. Why don't we order in some liquor? No. Will? What do you like? Champagne? I like, yeah. Okay, let's have champagne, along with the blues that I like.
Sean interview, take one, Mark. So when we got out of the car last night, what happened? When the cameras were pulled away, did you guys go find a babe? Did you go home?
Oh no, we came back. Yeah, we ended up coming back here, coming back home and eating and having. Actually, we didn't even eat. Yeah, and talking.
So there has been on record that she did have, a problem with alcohol, right? That's public knowledge. Are you worried about that at all? Like
right now, I'm not. The reason why is I really feel she knows how to control herself.
As long as she has people around who are yes people, the same thing is always going to occur, where she would ultimately just find any excuse to be by herself so she can get back to drinking.
Ginger ale?
of course.
Excuse me? Do you have wine?
Yes.
Let me see.
White, red.
You know what?
Please.
White.
How about nice? Everything let's call.
Okay.
It's one of the best that we have.
I'll take it. Thanks. But I'm serious about.
I'm going to the bathroom.
I've been kind of.
Postman, no wine, nothing. No liquor, please.
I like payment.
Can you bring her something that is like virgin?
I like white. I can make like a martini.
Yeah, make her something virgin.
I think that my mom has done a great job making it seem like everything is okay always.
Kevin does not want his mother utilizing any substances. He has a no alcohol policy. He's always stressed that to me. He doesn't want her drinking a drop of liquor.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, when she's in New York, she doesn't have anybody to really call on, to really want to do anything with her, unless they're being paid. I think that once she realizes that, that's when the lonely feeling really sets in. That's when self-sabotage occurs.
Do you miss your family?
No, I don't.
You don't miss your family at all?
No.
Did you miss Kevin? You miss your son?
What?
I'm just asking.
Excuse me?
Yes.
My only child.
Yes.
Of course.
So-
You know what I'm saying?
And she drinks and smokes e-pens. And it just looks like, we're heading down the same path of self-sabotage.
You ready to go or you good? You still eating?
No, please. Don't forget my wine. I love vodka. And the problem is with Wanda. She's my sister. You love Wanda. I love Wanda, but she hates that I love alcohol. You understand?
South Speeds. Wendy.
That.
A coffee?
There's more than coffee.
Oh. So you had a mimosa this morning? It's a big mimosa, Wendy.
Relax.
So, were you excited to see Kevin?
Yes.
Need some tissue or anything? Good?
No.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Please be here.
I'll be here.
I miss my family.
Do you miss your family?
No, I don't.
You don't miss your family at all?
No. I miss my family.
You can't keep going on like this. This is just not working out. She can't do it by herself.
She's drunk.
Unfortunately. I think that they just need to have somebody here 24/7. That's really the only option.
Long, hard, and fast. I will smoke what I smoke, and I will liquor when I liquor. And I will eat what I eat. How dare him? How dare him? I control me.
Did you drink this whole thing today?
Yes. No.
But, okay, let's just have a quick conversation about this. Don't you feel like maybe this is a bit excessive?
Why?
Because we have a lot of business
I'm not
going
drunk.
on. I never said you was drunk. But I just don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if you need this right now.
You.
So you think you're perfectly fine having as many drinks as you want?
Perfectly.
Okay. But I'm just gonna put it downstairs to keep it cool.
Keep it there.
Okay.
Keep it there.
How concerned are you about Wendy's drinking and why?
I really just, I can't do this alone. I would be lying to you if I would think that I could conquer alcoholism, alone.
Do you want to stop drinking?
No. And Will drinks. I bet we all drink. Why can't I?
And that is one of the issues. You cannot be around her and have drinks and be saying, stop having drinks, stop having drinks, stop having drinks, Wendy. But you're constantly coming around her smelling like alcohol. You're constantly coming around her drinking. I think that is totally just completely, I guess the word is unethical. Like it's just out of this world that you would think it's okay to go and smell like alcohol, have drinks in front of Wendy, and she's gonna be fine and not have drinks. And then when you don't want her to drink, hey Wendy, stop drinking. No, y'all have to be squeaky clean, completely squeaky clean to help this lady out. And it's so unfortunate because I just don't see alcohol being an issue. But my grandmother on my dad's side, who is white, had that issue. My white grandmother was in a rehab. She dealt with a very serious alcohol issue that she had. But I don't have that issue. Like I drink, but I can't drink that much. I have to drink little bits because I have a very low tolerance and I'll throw up, and I don't get belligerent when I'm drunk. I get actually sick. I get like sick on the stomach and nauseous, and I just never can. I kill the party. I can never continue going when I drink, but I can smoke and have a great time. But when I drink, it's like, oh God, I gotta go home. I'm fucked up. Oh my God, I'm about to throw up. Oh my God, like I get really not down because it's not down. I get sick. I get like nauseous. Vodka, anything. I don't know. Maybe there's some drink out there that doesn't make me nauseous or sick, and I can continue drinking and not feel it come up on me or something. I don't know. I don't know. But drinking is not my thing. Smoking though, marijuana is my thing. Okay, I'm about to hit the blunt right now. Anyway,
Smoke weed every day. 420. Hey now, blow one for your girl.
All right, I don't do this anymore, but I remember how it felt. You know when you smoke your weed and you just feel, and then you just feel so chill and mellow. You just feel like wave. I have glaucoma. Damn it, man. Ooh-wee. Give me a shotgun.
This was a documentary on a whole nother level. Okay, I still would give Lisa Left Eye Lopez this top rating over this, but this has to come in next place. And of course the documentary for R. Kelly was very captivating, very intriguing, very shocking, and that was really good. But this documentary is number 2 on my list, and Last Days of Lisa Left Eye Lopez, and that's a documentary about a celebrity person's life and lifestyle or whatever. This was just on a whole nother level. Like I said, Kevin thinks that Will is a jewel. I'm sure that they were trying to set a stage and show us how Will was. The first thing he said, like I said, when he got on camera for his interview is, can I see the shot before y'all put it in? I want to make sure I look fresh. I want to make sure I look like money.
Okay, this is a camera. Will interview. Take 1. Showtime. Can I at least see the shot first, please? I just want to make sure I look like money. I look like something? Okay. Good.
I want to make sure I look like money. At some point, Wendy said that this guardian is stealing money from her. She feels like this guardian is stealing money from her.
I had billions of dollars.
So you said you had billions.
I know exactly what I had.
Okay.
So in other words, has stolen from my account.
How can she say this and not, not rectify the situation, not have somebody step in and figure out if this is actually true? Just shows that her cognitive and her ability to handle things and do things is not there. I don't understand why she isn't taking it upon herself to ask the same driver who she has driving her around everywhere to take her to the court so she can tell the courts that the guardian that you guys have appointed to me is stealing my money, instead of gossiping about it to somebody else. I don't know. She also, like I said, was being very nasty and made you feel like, you know what, fuck Wendy, she deserves everything that she getting. She told the girl that she wished she would get lipo. She felt like her hair was great, her face is good, but she looked down at her body and was like, ugh. Also yelled at the girl like, get up. She pushed the exercise guy, the fitness guy who was helping her. She's talking to the driver any kind of fucking way. She's talking to the producer of Lifetime who's questioning her, doing the interview to any kind of way, telling him to get the hell out of her room. She doesn't want to see her face. Talking to her stylist any kind of way, saying she can't stand her. I mean, she was really being nasty and rude in this documentary over and over and over again. And it just felt like, wow, Wendy. Another thing, Wendy vapes too much. I don't know if she's gonna have like popcorn lung later on in life or what, but she is vaping a lot and drinking a lot. That was one of the main things that they had a problem with, trying to get rid of alcohol. At least that's what Will made it seem like.
You know, one of the things I think her fans are concerned about is her health. Are you concerned at all about her mental health?
In regards to Wendy's health, like, I'm not going to say that I'm concerned as if I'm worried about her.
Somebody put a spell on you. Until you do right by all these famous people, honey, everything you do gonna fall and crumble. I don't know what Celie said, what she said on there, but I know that it feels like Wendy must have been cursed.
This is stronger than the other side. Can I pull on you a little bit?
Mm-hmm. That feels good.
Good.
Breathe. That feels really good.
There you go.
Oh my God.
Thank you for allowing me to work with you. I need 8 to 12.
Even when she was doing her exercise, I was like, I need to get a doctor on the show because I wanted to know because the leg that was swollen, Wendy wears these high up, shorts, look like she has on no panties. And when she's lifting her leg, one leg is skinnier than the other, and they panned all the way up to her vagina where the shorts is up. Like she has a coochie wedgie. I don't know what the ladies call that. She has a coochie wedgie, and one lip is swoller than the other, and it looked like the lip that is on the the lip that's on the side where the leg was swole at. Like, I need to ask a doctor, like, does the swelling go all the way up to the pussy lip? Because one pussy lip was swollen than the other, and I'm sorry to be so graphic, but I guess with my Aquarius mind, I just am very observative, and I realized that. And I was just like, what the fuck? And she was being so rude to this man. And I was just like, oh my God, Wendy, you're being so rude. How the fuck are you in this much pain and this much turmoil in your life right now, and you have room enough to be rude and talk to people in a careless way? I just found it totally ridiculous of Wendy, that she is, that she feels so entitled that she's able to speak to people this way. There's no humbleness about her. The level of humble doesn't exist in Wendy's whole being. You know what I'm saying? Like she's not humble at all. Her son Kevin is fine as hell. Her nephew is even finer. I was just like, these two boys are very handsome, and Wendy's brother is not an ugly old man. If he wanted to be a sugar daddy for Jay and I, or just for me, then that would be great, because he's not an ugly old man. So many things that we say on this show, and we joke a lot, but we also are very serious too.
Kevin's in Miami, right?
Everyone's in Miami.
We have a small family. Outside of the adults, it's just me, Kevin, and my sister.
Marker?
Tell me about your relationship with Wendy. Did you spend a lot of time with her as you were growing up as a kid?
I feel like both of us.
But people are more so surprised by how easily the people around her are agreeing and allowing this to continue. As long as she has people around who are yes people, the same thing is always going to occur, where she would ultimately just find any excuse to be by herself so she can get back to drinking.
There was a time where you came out and said that Wendy did not have dementia. You basically called that back, saying that something's going on.
I didn't believe she did. I wasn't aware of that.
Hi, Dad. Yeah.
I'm not going to speak on anything that I don't see or I don't know factually.
So, Kevin, I'm so glad you're here. Really. You are my brother. Let's keep it that way. You don't want to talk about the things that I know about you. For sure. If you want to talk on the internet, then you talk about the things that you think you know about yourself. By the way, do you like my dress, Tommy? Yes! He would like a dress like this. Excuse me, crew in the back.
I just felt really bad for Wendy Williams. A comeback happening, I don't know how, and I don't know when. I don't know what it would look like. They even took her down to NBC to speak to NBC, and this lady said she wanted to wear what she had on, and told them that at NBC. And I just wonder if those ladies, they said that the meeting was full of ladies. I wonder if those ladies could express what their thoughts were when speaking to Wendy Williams in this meeting. Of course, they can't, because they signed contracts about everything, so they could not express. But I am pretty damn sure that if they could, they would probably say that Wendy came in, inebriated.
That meeting was amazing.
It went really well.
Can you believe that?
Which was great.
Beautiful. They just wanted to get an idea of what would the show look like, how, the dynamics of what that would be.
And I said, I want to wear stuff like this.
She did.
And then I took off my boots and showed my feet. They were like,
She
wow.
did.
I had, okay. So in other words, has stolen from my account. Right?
I don't know, because I'm not involved in your finances, but if you have proof and evidence of that.
Well.
She says she feels like this woman is stealing money from her. This guardian, they redacted her name every time they mentioned her name. She feels like this woman is stealing money. Is the woman stealing money from Wendy? I think that somebody's taking some money from Wendy. She's careless. She's completely careless. She's a rich ass woman, and she's careless. And she is going through it right now. I think that this was a great documentary. I think that, Kevin, whether he took money or not, they were ready for him to be away from being her guardian or her medical proxy or whatever, because you know what? He has too much influence from his father, her ex-husband, who people continue to blame for her downfall, which He is a part of it. I don't think he's the sole blame of it, because like this documentary stated, her mother died, COVID happened, and this baby and this divorce happened. All of that was something that broke her. But what mostly, what we can say, fueled that was this baby being born and her having to end this long relationship with such a good friend of hers and her baby father, her child's father. I feel really bad for Wendy. I feel really bad for Kevin. I feel bad that Kevin doesn't have his mother anymore. And that's point blank period. He does not have his mother anymore. And the way he spoke broke my heart. It's kind of like Monique's son. Monique don't understand that we're taking her son's side over her. There are a lot of people who taking Monique's side, but there's more people taking her son's side. And what we want Monique to do is shut the hell up and keep us on her side. Because right now, we love Monique, and it's a lot of people sticking with her with all the activist stuff she's doing, but it's becoming just overwhelming. You keep talking about Oprah and Tyler Perry. At what point are you going to let it go and move on and allow God to give you peace and rest in your heart and your mind and your spirit and your soul about it, without them having to apologize? Every time somebody asks you in an interview, I don't want to speak about those two and that situation. I am moved on from that. But no, Monique, you keep giving life to that situation by breathing into it instead of letting it go. And that's what this feels like. We are absolutely on Kevin's side when we hear Kevin speak in this documentary. He speaks so intellectually, He speaks so, highly educated. And he had a tone of hurt. He had a tone of disappointment. He had a tone that was confused at some points. Sitting in front of his mom was just very awkward. And the awkward part was we have lights and camera on us. And I can't disrespect you the way I want to. You drunk bitch. I ain't got no goddamn money. You send your skinny punk ass across this goddamn seat with 2 wigs on your head, talking to your damn self when we walking up. That's what he's disrespectful ass want to say, because he's from New York and his daddy was fucked up. And I'm only joking, but Wendy did saying horrible things. Wendy said Kevin says horrible things to her. She stated that at one point in this documentary, that she speaks to him and he's saying and he's always saying horrible things to me or something like that.
So wait, how often do you talk to Kevin?
Whenever I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes he's got terrible things to say.
Wendy and her son, to my knowledge, have a good relationship. I've heard gripes, but that's natural. She loves him. She cares about her son. And he loves his mom too.
Which I can imagine. He's one of those kids who's fed up. And so he's at his tipping point where he just speaks to his mom and father in a way that comes off disrespectful, but in fact, it's something bottled up. And because he has it bottled up on the outside, the lubrication on the outside of this bottle is attitude, anger, madness. So what we got to do is pop the bottle open and allow for him to spill his emotions, spill his feelings, and how he feel about both of y'all. Kevin, his father, Senior, and Wendy, and all that he's been through. Like Wanda said, ain't nobody been through nothing like this little boy. He been through a lot. And he has had to go through a lot with a mother who everybody hated all his school life. Getting into it with Whitney, messing with Destiny Childs, bothering Mariah Carey all the time, calling men gay all the time, got people making threats to her and Kevin. You know what I'm saying? He's had to endure all of this, and I commend him for keeping a good head on. You know what I'm saying? He's vegan. He looks very healthy. He looked high on weed. But I guess that's okay, because everybody's smoking weed now. But it's just so unfortunate. He does not have his mother anymore. And it's just unfortunate. Kevin, if you're watching this, nephew, if you're watching this, man, I would love to smoke a blunt with those two and just have a conversation. Have a conversation about their aunt and their life growing up. And it's a smooth conversation, a real smooth conversation. But anyway, this is, I I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say about the documentary. Her sister came on, her dad came on, her brother came on. Do I feel like it was exploitation? I don't know, because I loved it so much and I wanted it so much and I anticipated it so much. I was waiting on something like this to drop. So I don't know if I even look at it as exploitation, because all these famous people do it. Like I said, Lopez recorded her own documentary. Wendy Williams basically essentially recorded this herself, because as you've seen, executive produced by Wendy D. Williams, the first name and the first credit there, ending and beginning of all 4 parts, Wendy Williams. So although she sued them a couple of days before releasing it, thinking that the judge would grant her stay order, they ended up dropping it because she didn't give a good enough reason, and she signed a contract, and the judge is automatically going to fulfill this contract if there is not a good enough reason for him to stop it. Unfortunately, he closed out her case and without prejudice, so she can file it again, but the show must go on. So I don't know. This was a great documentary. She kept forgetting a lot of stuff. She kept forgetting a lot of stuff too. She forgot where she stayed, her old house. She told the parking rangers guy, I guess that's where he was, you know, I didn't stay here at Wendy Williams Way. I stayed around the block. The lady was like, hold the fuck up. We did a whole ceremony right here. You told us you stay in this house. You sure you don't stay in this house? I don't know. You tell me. I don't remember. I'm like, oh my God, poor Wendy. She even looked at her brother and said, Kevin, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, I am. I'm so glad you're here. That was Tommy, not Kevin, Wendy. She called him Kevin. She even at one point said, they have to understand, NBC, they have to understand that the show cannot be here in Miami. It has to be in New York. And so they asked, Wendy, where are we right now? We're in California. Okay, and the show can't be here. No, it cannot be. It has to be in New York City. And so maybe that was just a slip up or a mistake. But those type of things kept happening throughout the documentary, where she was forgetting things. She even said, I don't know where I am right now. This doesn't look familiar at some point. She even had the driver drive past the Wendy Williams show, Sherri Shepherd show. She kept saying the Wendy Williams show / Sherri Shepherd show. And then I'm going to show you where the story is. Although they were at the store, the driver went a shortcut way where he didn't have to go up West 23rd Street, which is where the Wendy Williams Sherri Shepherd show sits at in Manhattan. He didn't have to go that way. He went a different way that was a shortcut that would have got them there without going through the traffic at the time that they were there. And Wendy didn't think so, because she recalled the way that they usually go. And I guess he was just trying to avoid going past the Wendy show. He didn't want to show that. And she kept yelling, go past the Wendy show and go to the store. I will show you where it is. He did that after she berated this young lady, Sean Zanotti, for getting the wrong tobacco vape pen. Just went in on this girl over and over and over again.
This is one she usually goes to, right? Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just get the blue.
Okay. You know, I wonder if, and I
Do you know Wendy Williams? She comes in here all the time. She told me you would know what she get.
Yeah, I know. This is not the blue that I go to. And this person doesn't know the Wendy Williams show.
Try this one. Is this one better? He said that's the other one.
I said, give the
This isn't it. Okay.
look,
That's it. Okay.
Sean,
Yes.
give the back and let's go.
Okay.
Doesn't know about New York.
So the people had to come, Lifetime had to come, producers, breaking the fourth wall by showing themselves, showing their paperwork, showing all of their equipment, and just basically telling Wendy, we have to go. We have to wrap up for today. This is it for today. We have to come back and see you tomorrow. We will order you some. She kept trying to tell her, and Wendy kept over talking the lady. They were going to order Wendy some blue vape pens. They were going to order it for Wendy, and she kept over talking them and not hearing the producer say it. She kept trying to explain to her that she was going to order them, but Wendy kept forgetting things. So does Wendy have dementia? We don't technically know. We only know by Kevin's mouth and what Kevin says he knows. But Wendy does have a drinking problem. Wendy does have a cognitive issue where she's forgetting things, where she's saying the wrong things. And this shit started back on the show. She used to say, started putting the wig up here, the notes up here, because she was forgetting so much shit. And so I don't think it was just because of Kevin's situation. I think it got worse because of that. But whatever was going on at home, Wendy does a good job at wrapping up her life. She has always wrapped up her life with a bow very well, even if it's a mess behind this wrapping paper. She always made it look so pretty and like nothing was going on in her life. And they did a really good job doing that, even down to the snorting coke. She explained that recently, you know, one of her latest episodes, that she was getting high on the show, on the Wendy Williams show. As far as some years ago, she said. I forgot how many years ago she said, but she had, I think if she does have dementia, coke, crack, alcohol, ass beatings, and curses is what I feel like caused it. Even her feet, those monsters of a thing. But I feel so horrible for Wendy. This is so unfortunate that Wendy Williams is dealing with all that she is dealing with. And as she put it, no money. And she kept talking about this podcast, and it's like, the podcast is not happening, Wendy. I don't know. Something's not right. Did Sherri Shepherd talk about it today? I don't know. I didn't watch Sherri Shepherd. Maybe she did talk about it, but I see that Sherri Shepherd seems like she is making it an effort to not speak negatively about Wendy. But I know that if Wendy passed away, Lord forbid, the show would do an entire bid about her. But when it comes down to news and bad news about Wendy, Sherri steers clear from giving any commentary on news or information regarding Wendy Williams, which I think is a great look. I think it's a great look for them not to mention Wendy unless it's giving sentiments to Wendy and keeping it short and quick and move on. Do not dwell, because then people begin to reminisce and, you're not Wendy. I forgot about Wendy. Sherri's not Wendy. Damn, how fun was her? So we're trying to brainwash people into believing that you're funny and you're great TV, when Sherri is just sometimes just so boring and not funny. I don't know. Add Kim and Sherri show in the morning. Anyway, I am Rico Bellucci. I don't really know what else I could say about this. I am out of here. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Baby, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I didn't know you was over here.
You had a big doctor day today. 3 doctors. Yes. So you saw a thyroid doctor, right? And then did you see a neurologist? I guess so. I guess to find out if I'm crazy. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. I'm only supposed to have 1 doctor, and that's for the thyroid. The other 2 doctors are because my money's stuck in Wells Fargo. Yes. And tomorrow I go to the psychiatrist to find out, how are you feeling? So what's been happening? Excuse me. No, I don't need a test. For what?
Thanks for watching. Please, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that bell so you can be notified every time we go live, post a video, or post a post. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Also, check out our podcast everywhere podcasts can be heard. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and more. Just search The Urban Binge Radio wherever you prefer to hear your podcasts. Follow us on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, plus more, at The Urban Binge. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe to both our channels, at RiBelTV and at RiBelTV2, for more exciting reviews, fun vlogs, short films, and more.